Okay, so this is our homework for tonight. So I want you to take your characteristics of life notes, and I want you to go ahead and start working on this. So the first one is this: is Sammy alive? So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and read the question, and then you're going to determine is Sammy alive or not. So use your 8 characteristics. So it says Sammy was a normal, healthy boy. There was nothing in his life to indicate that he was in any way different from anyone else. When he completed high school, he obtained a job in a factory where he operated a large machine press. One day, his hand got caught in the press and was cut off. It was replaced with an artificial hand that looked and operated almost like a real hand. So, let's think about this. Is Sammy alive? Well, is he made of cells? So, yes, he's made of cells, okay? It says that he, in his life, indicated he was in any way different from anyone else. So, he is made of cells. Okay, the first thing, can he grow and adapt? Just because he has a artificial hand, that doesn't mean that he's not alive, okay? But overall, even if he has something that's not alive, is he alive? So I want you're going to check yes or no. You're going to think about your 8 characteristics of life. Tell me if Sammy is alive, yes or no. And then give me the reason for yes or the reason for no. And then I want you to continue, and you're just going to keep going. Soon afterwards, Sammy developed a severe intestinal infection. A large portion of his lower intestine had to be removed. It was replaced with an elastic tube made of silicone. Sammy was able to eat almost all the same foods he ate before surgery. So now again, now that he has a fake hand and now he has plastic elastic tube made of silicone for his intestine, is he alive? So you're going to answer yes or no and give your reason. And think about I want you to use the characteristics of life to justify your reasons. And as you can see, it's going to keep going. So you have a front page here and a back page all the way down here. And then you're going to kind of summarize at the bottom. Is there a difference between living and life? Explain. So try to give maybe some reasons. Is there a difference between something that is living and having life? Okay. So is there a difference? Explain. And I want all of these. You can work with partners or friends, but you need to have your own writing. It should not be exact. The second worksheet you guys are going to do and think about is you're going to read through this short little excerpt here where Marty Martian was sent to Earth by the Martian government to find life. While on Earth, Marty captured a car and brought it back to Mars. He thought he'd found a good example of life on Earth. The Martian government does not believe that the car Marty brought back is alive. Marty must stand trial for failing to perform his Martian duties. At the trial, Marty spoke in his defense. I first saw these life forms rolling along roads in great numbers. They were giving off thick clouds of poisonous waste as they moved. They seemed to exhibit herding behavior as many of the cars moved in the same direction. They appeared to have a great deal of energy. Some of them moved faster than 60 kilometers per hour. When one of these life forms stopped or slowed down, the others behind it responded. They slowed down and gave off a reddish light from the back, and sometimes they would make honking noises. I observed that they would stop to feed on a liquid substance. Take the part of Marty's defense attorney and identify 5 pieces of evidence that can be used to make a good case for the cars being alive. Then be the prosecutor. So that's in the defense attorney. You're going to defend that cars are alive. So what? Okay. Then be the prosecutor and show that the car is a non-living thing. List as many reasons as you can. So I just kind of put another 5. So this is here where you're going to defend cars. Oops, I don't know why I put apostrophe S, but cars are not alive. So you should have different reasons here. You may have some exact ones, but even if you're working together, please word them in your own. So once you give those 5 for defending that cars alive and 5 that defend cars are not alive, and you turn it over. And you're going to write anywhere from 4 to 8 sentences. So you're going to write a short essay arguing as the prosecutor. So you're going to argue as the prosecutor. So you're going to argue here that defend cars are not alive, okay? So you can use, one of the things I would recommend you do is these 5 things you say to say cars are alive. Make sure you've got rebuttals or reasons why those aren't true, okay? So this essay should include specific statements that support your claim and the car is not alive. Make sure that all your statements are in complete sentences. So please make sure that even if you're working in a team or working together, that this should not be word for word the same as anyone else. I should not read exact responses. If I do, that will be considered as cheating. That is copying. Okay, so please make sure that you're doing your own system. You notice mine is on paper, which is fine. It's easier to show it here on the video, but yours is actually on a Google Doc. You can go ahead and type it in. If you have any questions, please let me know.